Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to speak English, but your brain just froze? You had the idea in your language, but you could not translate it into English fast enough. By the time you found the right words, the moment was gone. Frustrating, right? This happens because most learners are still thinking in their native language, and translation slows you down. But what if I told you that you can train your brain to think directly in English? That is the real secret to fluency. You see a phone. Think phone. Train your brain to connect objects directly with English words. Step 2. Move to simple sentences. Once you're comfortable with words, create tiny sentences in your mind. For example, you wake up and think, I am brushing my teeth. I am drinking water. I am checking my phone. Make your daily routine your classroom. The goal is to think in English as you live your life. Step 3. Use the 5-second rule. When you want to say something, do not give yourself more than 5 seconds. Whatever English comes to your mind, say it, even if it is not perfect. Why? Because perfection slows you down. Fluency is about speed and cost. Accuracy comes later. Step 4. Replace your inner voice. We all talk to ourselves inside our heads. Instead of doing it in your language, start doing it in English. For example, you are walking and you think, today the weather is nice, or I am hungry, I want to eat. This inner practice builds automatic fluency without needing another person. Step 5. Shadowing. Shadowing means listening to English and repeating it immediately. Play a podcast or video and copy the speaker word for word. Do not translate. Do not pause. Just follow the rhythm. This technique is powerful because it makes your brain process English like music instead of like grammar. Now let me show you how it looks in real life. Imagine you're cooking. Normally, you might think, onion cutting a, tomato dolling a. But now you train yourself to think, cut the onion, add the tomato, stir the pan. See the difference? No translation, just direct English thinking. Let us address a fear. You might say, but what if I do not know the right word? No problem. Use simple words you already know. For example, instead of I am exhausted, you can say I am very tired. Instead of he is hilarious, you can say he is very funny. Fluency is not about big words. It is about clear words used naturally. Here's a powerful daily exercise. Write 3 small diary entries in English every night. Just 2 or 3 sentences about your day. For example, today I met a friend. We had coffee. It was nice. Over time, you will notice you are no longer translating in your head. You are just thinking in English. Now let us kill one myth. Many learners believe they must study grammar deeply before they can think in English. Wrong. Grammar is important, but overthinking grammar blocks fluency. Babies learn to think in language before they learn grammar rules. So should you. Focus on using simple structures like I am, I have, I like, I went. These are enough to build 80% of your conversations. Another great trick is visualization. When you see something, connect it with an English sentence in your mind. You see a bus. Think, the bus is crowded. You see a child. Think, the child is playing. You see a shop. Think, the shop is open. This trains your mind to link the world directly with English sentences. Now, let us bring in a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, set an alarm on your phone 3 times a day. When the alarm rings, you must think or speak one sentence about what you are doing in English. For example, look, I am waiting for my friend. After 1 week, you will notice English starts to come naturally. Finally, remember this. Thinking in English is not about being perfect. It is about building a habit. Every time you think in English, even a single word, you are building fluency. Step by step, the translations will disappear, and English will feel natural. So, let us recap. Start with single words. Move to small sentences. Use what you hear. Write daily diary entries. Focus on simple grammar, and visualize your world in English. Your challenge is to practice this for 1 week and then share your experience in the comments. Did it feel easier? Did you notice fewer translations? I want to know your story. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And remember, fluency is not about knowing every word. It is about using the words you already know with confidence. Be brave. Think in English and speak without fear. Let us make this practical. Imagine you are on a bus. Normally, you might think in your language, ticket lena hai. But now you switch and think in English, I need to buy a ticket. When the bus is crowded, instead of thinking bahut bheed hai, just think the bus is crowded. When you see someone get off the bus, you can think, she is getting down at the next stop. Do you see how your brain starts describing life directly in English? Another example. You are in the kitchen. Instead of thinking, pani garam karna hai, you switch and think, I need to boil water. Instead of sochna hai kya banana hai, you think, I need to decide what to cook. Slowly, your home becomes your English classroom. One more. You are with a friend and both of you are laughing. Normally, you would think in your language, ye mazedar hai. Instead, you switch and think, this is funny, or this is really fun. Make this switch, your brain starts training itself naturally. Relatable mini story. Let me tell you about Priya. She was one of my students. She always translated from Hindi to English in her head. She would think, मैं college जा रही हूँ, then slowly translate into, I am going to college. But by the time she translated, her friends had already moved on to another topic. She felt left out. So I gave her a challenge. For 1 week, she had to think in English whenever she used her phone. For example, instead of thinking in Hindi while typing a WhatsApp message, she had to build the sentence in English first. At first, it was slow, but within 7 days, she noticed something amazing. She no longer needed to translate everything. Words started coming automatically. She told me, "Sir, it feels like my brain is rewiring itself." That is the power of small daily practice. Light bulb. Everyday life example. Think of your morning. Alarm rings. You tell yourself in English, I need to wake up. You brush your teeth and think, I am brushing my teeth. You drink tea and think, I am drinking tea. On the way to work, you think, the traffic is heavy. I am running late. When you make your day an English story, you stop relying on translation. Now let me share one motivational story that always inspires me. There was a young man from Vietnam named Minh. He dreamed of studying abroad, but his English was very weak. Whenever he tried to speak, he translated every word from Vietnamese. His sentences were broken. He felt ashamed and thought he could never improve. One day, he decided to change his method. Instead of only studying grammar, he began to live his day in English. He labeled everything in his room with English words: mirror, door, bed. He described his actions in English. I am opening the door. I am switching on the light. He even talked to himself in English before sleeping. Good night, Minh. You worked hard today. At first it was funny and awkward, but slowly English became his thinking language. 6 months later, he applied for an exchange program. During the interview, the teacher asked him many questions. Minh answered with confidence. Not perfectly, but fluently. He got selected. Answered with confidence. Not perfectly, but fluently. He got selected. When I asked him how he achieved it, he said, "I stopped being afraid of mistakes and I started living in English." This is the message I want to leave with you today. Fluency is not built in one day. It is built every moment you choose to think in English instead of your native language. Final motivation. So whenever you feel slow or shy, remember Priya and Min. They started exactly where you are. They struggled with translation. They felt nervous, but step by step, they trained their brain to think in English. And if they can do it, you can too. Your journey starts with one decision. The decision to think in English right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. So my challenge for you is this. For the next 24 hours, try to think at least 5 simple sentences in English about your day. Write them down, say them aloud, live them. Then come back and share your experience in the comments. Remember this. Every time you think in English, you are one step closer to fluency. Be brave, be consistent, and live your English journey with pride. Now let us practice together. I will give you a situation, you pause the video and create one English sentence about it. Ready? You are sitting in a park. What sentence can you think in English? Maybe, the park is peaceful, or I see children playing. Next situation, you are waiting at a bus stop. What can you say? Maybe, the bus is late, or I am waiting for the bus. One more, you are eating lunch. What can you think? Maybe, this food is delicious, or I am eating rice and vegetables. See how simple it is? The trick is not to make long, perfect sentences. The trick is to make fast, simple sentences. Each time you do this, your brain gets faster at thinking in English. House-relatable daily story. Let us take an example of a normal day. Morning, alarm rings. Instead of thinking in your language, you say in your head, I am waking up. I am brushing my teeth. I am washing my face. Afternoon, you are at work or school. You think, I am writing notes. I am talking to my friend. I am feeling tired. Evening, you are at home. You think, I am watching TV. I am cooking dinner. I am relaxing on the sofa. Night, before sleep, you think, I am reading a book. I am setting my alarm. I am going to bed. If you live even one whole day like this, you will feel a huge shift. Your brain will stop depending on translation and start flowing in English naturally. Let me tell you about Rakesh. He worked in a call center, but his English was weak. Every time a customer spoke fast, he froze because he tried to translate word by word in Hindi first. So I gave him one exercise. Whenever he walked on the road, he had to describe 3 things in English. For example, that man is riding a bike. The shop is closed. The weather is hot today. At first, he felt silly talking to himself in English, but within a month, he noticed something powerful. In customer calls, he no longer paused to translate. His brain directly produced English sentences. His boss even praised him for sounding more natural. That is the magic of thinking in English. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.